Well, that's been a good day fishing. There's been plenty of fish out here in this basin today, and it's been pretty simple. All we've had to do is go back and forth out here, and we pick them off one after another out here in this 33, 34 feet. But you know, one of the things that goes through my mind at this time of year is, you know, we're headed toward fall pretty fast. There's a chill in the air today, and the fishing's been really good, but these fish, they're just outside of the structure area here. And when winter gets here, what happens is they don't get to go wherever the wind's blowing anymore. Because here's the thing, if the wind were blowing out of the southeast, I'd be fishing that side of this structure. Today, when we got out here this morning, we had a little bit of a southwest wind. So I fished this side of the structure, and we caught fish on it all day long, and it was just really, really good. But you don't get that benefit as soon as you get to winter. So what happens is those fish will, instead of just stacking up along a windy side of an arbitrary structure, what they'll do is they'll actually congregate on structures that are smaller and more precise, areas where they can really feed. So one of the things I'm going to do now at this time of year, and I mean, there's another fish going across the screen right there. That's what we've been catching all day. But I'm going to look around because I know how many fish are out here. We're not far from freeze up. I'm going to look around and ask myself, where are these fish going to end up in the winter? Because there's no way they're going far. They're going to stay put right here. So the first thing I see is, I see a real good area just right out in front of me here that has a whole bunch of little humps and little bumps and tighter contour lines. That's the kind of structure I'm talking about. There's going to be fish here all winter long, and I'll tell you why. They need something to come up on the edges of, and the neat thing is they can fish all the way around it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cursor to that, and I'm going to mark it. But then I'm going to do this now, this whole area. Now, I might drive over some of it to get a look at it and make sure, but I'm just going to scroll around, and I'm going to look at all these areas that I think are a little bit abnormal. And here's another one right up here. This one here should hold some fish as soon as we get to winter as well. Now I'm just going to put a pretty generic mark there, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and look at it a little closer a little bit later. But when you know there's fish in an area, you've got to assume that in the fall, they're not going to go far going into winter. So find those specific structures, put a mark on them, and then all you got to do is save these waypoints. I save them right to that SD card, and I'm going to put them in my 688 unit, and I'm going to be all ready to go as soon as I get on the snowmobile and come racing up the lake. There's another one right there, and I'll bet you he's going to be up on that structure as soon as it's time to get out ice fishing. Let's find some more of these, and then we'll get home.